Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May praise be to Allah, the creator of the world, and peace and blessing be upon his prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the head of all messenger, upon his family and all his companions. Today I shall speak some words on Darul Uloom Deoband and its contributions. Dear audience, the foundation history of Darul Uloom dates back to the fall of Muslim Empire in India in 1857. It was a tragic turn of history that not only Muslim government was thrown out, but a multitude of Muslim leaders and scholars were beheaded, gunned down, and even hanged to death. The Muslim monuments, mosques, madrasas, and institutions were razed and pulled down. Nearly all the Muslim educational places which used to survive on the donations of Muslim rulers and Nawabs ceased to exist. The entire Muslim culture and Islamic heritage are at the verge of destruction and perishing. The government was bitterly against Muslims and it utilized every means to crush them. Moreover, the colonial forces were accompanied with scores of missionaries ready to convert the heartbroken and poverty-stricken masses to Christianity. In this critical time, there were few fortunate ulama who escaped the deadly replies lectured against Muslims. They did not sit back too quietly, though they were defeated at the battlefield of weapons, but they did not lose hope to preserve the Muslim honor and Islamic heritage entrusted to them by their elders and youngsters. So they planned to start an educational movement and Islamic awakening. With this aim, they established a madrasa in Deoband, with public contributions as center of their activities. May 31, 1866 was their blessed and auspicious day in the Islamic history of India, when the foundation stone for the nations of Islam in India was laid at Deoband. Seeing the simple and ordinary manner in which it had been started, it was difficult to visualize that a madrasa being so humbly, with utter lack of resources, was destined to become the center of the Islamic science in the world. The head of founding committee of Darul Uloom Deoband was Hazrat Maulana Muhammad Qasim Nanoti rahmatullah alayhi. As the fame of Deoband reached far, the students began flocking the roads from the subcontinent as well as from neighboring distant and countries like Afghanistan, Iran, Bukhara, Samarkand, Burma, Indonesia, Malaysia, Turkey, and the far-off regions of the continent of Africa. Within a short time, the radiant rays of knowledge, wisdom illumined the heart and mind of the Muslims with the light of faith in Islamic culture. Having acquired the knowledge of religion from Darul Uloom Deoband, these accomplished scholars in accordance with the demands of religious needs of the time rendered valuable service in spreading correct religious beliefs and sciences in their respective areas. Till now, nearly 110,000 students have got educated there and went out to represent Islam in the Muslim community. The majority of personalities well versed in the religion sciences who find mention of the history post Mughal era across the length and breadth of the subcontinent are either direct or indirect beneficiaries of Darul Uloom Deoband. Darul Uloom produced countless celebrated and towering personalities who left matchless impressions in nearly every sphere of life. More innovative among them are Hazrat Sheikhul Hind Mahmud Hassan, Hazrat Maulana Ashraf Ali Thanvi, Hazrat Allama Nur Shah Kashmiri, Hazrat Maulana Hussain Ahmad Madani, Hazrat Allama Shabbir Ahmad Usmani, Hazrat Qari Muhammad Tayyib rahimahullah ta'ala. Darul Uloom Deoband is today a renowned religious and academic center in the Islamic world. It is mother of all Islamic seminaries and fountainhead of pure Islamic knowledge and thought. For the last 1.5 centuries of Darul Uloom Deoband is considered an inferior teaching institution for the religious education of the Muslims, not only subcontinent but also throughout the Islamic world. Darul Uloom Deoband is today Darul Uloom Deoband is adopted in the center of Islamic revival and renaissance in the subcontinent. The post-Mughal era, the tremendous and all-round services offered by Darul Uloom have no match in the Muslim history, as no such single institution brought about such an encompassing revolution in the history of any community and country. May Allah keep this lofty tree flourishing, blooming. Wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.